As you all know, February the 10th, 2026, marked a dark day, not just for us in British Columbia, but for all of Canada. 9 people, 6 of them just children, lost their lives in a senseless act of violence in a small town called Tumbler Ridge. A community has been left reeling and families have been devastated by what is now one of the deadliest mass shootings in Canadian history. I recognize the profound loss experienced by those in Tumbler Ridge and the Tumbler Ridge community at large, and my heart goes out to the families of Shanda Aviwana Durand, Zoe Benoit, Takaria Lampert, Abel Mawansa, Ezekiel Schofield, Kylie Smith, Jennifer and Emmett Jacobs. I don't know about you, but my hairs on the back of my neck go up when I say these people's names. It's tragic. I cannot begin to imagine the grief you are experiencing, and I wish you the comfort and peace, all the comfort and peace in the world, what I'm sure will be a long journey towards healing. The tragedy in Tumbler Ridge prompted widespread discussions about mental health, public safety, and how future loss of life may be prevented. I've reflected carefully and deeply on the events in Tumbler Ridge, on what led up to them, what took place, and the impact that followed, and continues to do so. That reflection has underscored for me the unique role that the Coroner's Service plays in examining deaths openly, thoroughly, and in a way that maintains public confidence. In keeping with that role and recognizing the questions and concerns being raised by the community across British Columbia and throughout the country, I have decided to call an inquest, and I'm announcing that decision today. Pursuant to Section 18 of the Coroners Act, I'm directing a coroner's inquest to publicly review the events that led to 9 individuals losing their lives in Tumbler Ridge on February the 10th. An inquest will provide an open, independent forum to examine the circumstances surrounding these 9 deaths, identify any systemic or procedural issues, and make evidence-based recommendations aimed at preventing similar loss of life in the future. A key area of examination will be how individuals in crisis are identified and supported, including access to mental health supports and services in rural and remote and small communities across British Columbia, such as crisis intervention and wraparound supports. This will include consideration of how mental health services and public safety systems work together to support people experiencing complex mental health crises, including broader issues of community awareness, education and support, and matters relating to gender diversity where relevant to the evidence. The inquest will also review emergency response and coordination, including law enforcement and medical response, communication with families and the school community, and opportunities to strengthen preparedness and response in rural settings. Where relevant, the inquest may also consider other systemic factors that emerge through the evidence that we will hear, including how mental health and public safety systems intersect with firearms oversight, and how information is shared between online platforms, emerging technologies like artificial intelligence, and law enforcement. As Chief Coroner, my mandate to promote public safety and the findings and recommendations from this inquest will inform practice and support safety and well-being in communities across British Columbia and Canada. Before I close, I want to take a moment to acknowledge the bravery and the compassion of those people who were there when these tragic events unfolded, as well as those who were among the first to respond to this crisis. From those who acted selflessly in the midst of immediate danger to try and save lives, to those officers and first responders who arrived within moments to face an unforeseen tragedy. Your courage has been a light in this moment of darkness, and I thank you. I'd also like to thank the British Columbia Coroner Service members who came together so quickly to coordinate efforts and support each other. I am grateful that I'm allowed to work alongside you. From my conversations with Mayor Krakowka and from what I've seen, I know that Tumbler Ridge is a community that will pull together, hold each other up, and support each other through the long days ahead. Events such as these weigh heavily on all involved, Please check in on your friends and family and ask for help when you need it. Our strength is in our compassion and care for each other. Thank you for being here today.